EcoArts TV, EcoArts TV, EcoArts TV, EcoArts TV.
By Parachute Studio.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Raychel 2040 here, from the future. Here to talk to you about futuristic cities and, you guessed it, to make some art. Today we are going to make a pop-up futuristic city. Here's what you're going to need. At least 3 sheets of paper, scissors, all kinds of colorful markers, some clear tape, and a piece of cardboard. Got that? Alright, now let's move forward in time and imagine some beautiful, healthy cities of the future.
Let's go!
Fast forward 20 years. Whoa! We are now 20 years in the future, guys. So that means if you're 3 years old, you're now 23. If you're 6 years old, you're now 26. Get it? What kind of world do you want to see in the future? What kind of cities do you think we live in? I know I want to see cities that are happy, healthy, and free from pollution. Pollution? Do you know what pollution is? Pollution is something that is harmful or poisonous for our environment and other living things. That means it doesn't make our environment feel good. Kind of like when you're feeling sick and you have a tummy ache. In order to help our environment heal and feel better, we need to think about things that we can add to our cities that can help prevent and clean up pollution. Let's take a look at some of those things. Have you ever seen windmills or wind turbines that look like this? When the wind is blowing, these windmills are creating clean energy that does not pollute the environment. These are pretty cool. And what about solar panels? These panels use energy from sunshine, yes, sunshine, to make electricity for cities. Some of you may even have solar panels on your house. You know what else keeps cities healthy? Plants. Keeping lots of plants in your city will help clean up polluted air. Cities that have lots of green, open spaces not only provide a great area to take a walk or ride your bike, but it also helps the city's air quality. And just for fun, let's think about robots. Here is a robot that makes chocolate. There are all kinds of cool robots in the future. What kind of robots do you imagine? There are so many ways you can design your futuristic city to make it a healthy environment for humans, animals, and the earth. So, now that we know some of the elements we want to add to our futuristic cities, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to draw and create your own pop-up futuristic city using your imagination. Ready to get started? Come on, let's do this! Quick reminder, you can pause this video at any time if you need to go grab some supplies or if you want to finish up one of the steps. So, we're going to start by using plain paper to draw the buildings in your city. You can use a black marker to draw your buildings or start with a pencil and trace over your lines with a marker later. I'm going to draw a tall skyscraper building with a funky oval view tower. Practice making different shapes on your buildings, like triangles, ovals, rectangles, and even squiggly lines. Now I'm going to add some little trees to my building, because we all know the more trees your city has, the better. When you've finished one building, move on to the next. This project is all about using your imagination. Using your imagination means coming up with new ideas or making up pictures in your head. Your imagination will help you come up with some creative ideas that you will love to add to your city. Here I'm making a squiggly building covered in solar panels. This building provides power for the whole city. Remember, you're using your imagination, so your buildings can look completely different from mine. Just make sure you're making a lot of shapes and using lines and circles and fun patterns for your building. Now we need to think about where families are going to live in your city. Draw 2 lines and a roof for your house in your futuristic city. Make sure to add lots of fun shapes. I think I'll add a windmill on the top of this house. There we go. Draw some more buildings if you'd like. Be sure to add plants and flowers to your buildings. This one is going to be a tall apartment complex, so more families can live together. Okay, so once you've created where the families are going to live, let's think about how people will get their food and where kids will go to school. Here I'm making a food tower. I'm using my imagination to imagine that every level on this tower is a different type of food. All the food is grown organically and without pesticides and is really very healthy. And now for my school. In my school there's a huge jungle gym that goes through the center of it. And on top there's a beautiful garden with flowers that attract butterflies. What is your school going to look like? I'm sure you'll think of something awesome. After you've created your building, it's time to make some robots. This is a futuristic city, so I'll bet that there's some pretty awesome robots in it. Here, I think I'm going to draw a solar-powered pod that can come to your house and deliver you anything you want. I think I'll make this guy deliver me some pizza and some water. Yum! I can't wait to see what robots you're imagining. Next, I think I'll draw a flying car. So here I'll draw some wings and kind of like a helicopter. I'll make it come out like this. There we go. Awesome! And just for fun, I think I will add a robot who delivers you ice cream to your house. And to make him even better, instead of taking money, he's actually fundraising to help people in need. I'll give him a little donate button. So, when you're done with your buildings and your robots, it's time to add some color. You can use marker like I'm doing here. I'm also going to use some oil pastels. You can use crayons or anything to really give it a pop of color. Now coloring all your buildings and all of your robots is going to take a long time. If you want to leave some spots black and white, go for it. It's still going to look amazing. Just make sure you have a pop of color in each of your buildings and your robots. The next step is to cut out everything. If you don't want to cut everything out, that's okay. The most important thing is that you've done your drawings and you've used your imagination to create a futuristic city. If you do want to cut it out and make a pop-up city, have your cardboard ready and follow along with me till the end of this video. Once you've finished cutting everything out, put them to the side and grab your cardboard. For this step, you'll need to put some cardboard aside. So I'm cutting off a big piece here. We're going to use that to cut into strips later. For now, we need this cardboard to make our roads and our green spaces. So here I'm going to draw a squiggly line for the road. And you can draw your roads wherever you want on your big cardboard piece. I'm going to draw little lines down the middle, and maybe another road right here. I'm only going to draw 2 roads because I want to make sure that I can add a lot of green spaces on my city. So I'll draw little bushes, and then I'm going to color all of this area in with a green oil pastel. So you can color the area in green if you'd like. And this just shows that we love our open park spaces in our city. Okay, so when you finish that part, grab your other piece of cardboard and you're going to want to start cutting strips. Cardboard can be kind of hard to cut, so you might want to ask an adult to help you with this part. You want your strips to be long and skinny. These are going to make our buildings and our robots pop in our pop-up. There we go! That's just what we need. Alright, now we have everything ready to make our drawings pop up. So you're going to want to take a strip and a piece of tape and tape it to the back of one of your robots or buildings. Then you want to fold your cardboard strip straight up at the very bottom of your robot or building. Then fold it again and fold it again so it makes kind of like a triangle on the back of your robot. Tape it down and there you go. Now you've got a pop-up robot. Pretty cool. Keep going until you've done with this process with every building that you drew and every robot. This will make them all stand up great when we attach them onto our cardboard roads and parks. When you're done, just tape them all to your big piece of cardboard, and now you have a futuristic city all your own. This city makes me excited to live in the future with all this solar power and the green plants and the clean energy. Awesome! Well, thanks guys for daring to go into the future with me and create your own futuristic cities. I hope your cities are full of plants and robots and solar panels and windmills and all kinds of cool things that help prevent pollution. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Email me at heyparachute@gmail.com or tag us at ParachuteArts. See you next time. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe and like for more EcoArt.